Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 2! First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine.
We brought out the big guns.
Yeah, we did. George Glass. Sure, Jam.
That's funny. I don't remember George Glass at our school.
Just never gets old.
No, it really doesn't.
Sure, Jan.
Second, shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. $5 or more gets you early access. $10 a month or more gets you our viewing parties. This one was a fun one, I felt like.
Yeah.
Because I really had some reactions.
You did?
I mean, it was fun. I'm really enjoying this cast.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so we have to talk about it.
Yeah, okay,
we have to talk about it.
Yes, third things third. Obviously, there's a big elephant in the room. It's crazy how I somehow already forgot about it. I just put it in the back of my brain. It was like,
go, Drag Race, fun.
Yeah, yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Sherry Pie controversy, it's unprecedented.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best to navigate this. Basically what we decided was, since Sherry Pie has been disqualified as a contestant, since we review the show, we won't be individually reviewing her.
Right.
So any looks or specific things she does, obviously we have to mention that she exists, and if she wins or is in a group challenge, she's a person that exists on the show.
Yes. And she is a person.
And she's absolutely a person. It's very complicated and confusing situation. It's sad and upsetting.
Yes.
And all of it. And it's all the things I don't want infiltrating Drag Race. So we're going to do our best to kind of keep this fun without being disrespectful, and basically just as we go. We're going to find our way.
Exactly.
So let us know if you have opinions about what you think we should do.
Yeah, how you think we should best handle it. I think it's just going to have to be case by case, because in a week like this week, spoiler alert,
she was in the top, so we can't.
We have to talk about the fact that and then Jada lip synced against, we can't be in denial.
Yes.
And it just is going to make it weird, and we'll see how far she goes.
Unfortunately, my feeling is, so they did a statement at the beginning of the show that says, she's no longer a contestant, she's been disqualified, et cetera, and she won't be participating in the grand finale. My opinion reads that as she probably made it to the finale.
I don't know if that's true.
We'll see. That's I was like, ooh, I don't know if they need to explicitly state that.
I read it as, we are not going to invite her to any
future event.
Exactly. We filmed what we filmed, and so we're gonna keep airing the episode, the season. Otherwise, that'd be fun. Out of
respect of all the other, I'm loving so many of these queens, so I'm really excited to talk about them.
Yes.
And we're gonna just navigate it as we go.
Absolutely.
It's murky, dark waters.
It is, and I read the Queer Tea article where they went and talked to all of the victims, which was sad and frustrating, and what honestly was probably the most frustrating about it all was that multiple of them talked about how they tried to take legal action or they talked to people and they were like, oh, well, you don't have enough evidence and whatever, so then they just dropped it. And it's if they had someone who supported them, then
we wouldn't be in this situation.
Exactly. Then it would have been brought up. People wouldn't have also fallen for it and been taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So it's just part of the whole thing that's frustrating. So it's just a murky water that unfortunately we found ourselves in, and
we're stewing in it, but we're gonna rise above.
Exactly.
Question: do we think they're going to re-edit the whole season?
I don't know.
And sort of phase her out as much as they can?
I hope so, especially because this episode, there were so many clips of her talking.
Yeah, because I don't think they had time in between the breaking of it and
they were let's just slap a thing on the front.
Yeah.
But now it's maybe let's go through the other episodes, and if there's a different clip of someone talking that we can replace hers with,
can we replace her with Jen?
Yes.
Can we replace her with Rockham? Can we replace her with Crystal? All of these options are great options.
Yeah, lots of queens to choose from.
Those are just the three that came to mind at this moment.
So let's talk about the cast.
So excited. I'm loving these girls.
Yes. So first into the workroom.
Oh my God.
Rockham Sakura. I love her.
She's so fun.
Yes. And earnest, and there's just a real
uninhibited.
Yes.
I mean, she's just crawling around and and this and oh my God.
Where should I go next? Do I just sit on the stairs?
Just a bundle of energy, but seems really sweet.
Yes, very sweet.
And also creative. Love, I mean, we'll get to the looks, but love that she's like, oh yeah, I drew that and like made it into a frame.
Well, so she's got this cat-eyed pink mask on and this fluffy clown-like, you know, with the ruffles bodysuit. Clown. You're just a clown. Clown. Should we cut together that scene and like something of Bianca Del Rio? Like,
yes. Oh!
Clown. It's got some Sailor Moon, some anime, all of these ideas, all these fun things all in one tiny little package, except for those thighs.
I know.
Those thighs aren't tiny.
Those thighs aren't tiny.
Tiny thighs. I mean, she's like built. I'm like, yes.
Well, you said like in the viewing party, you were like, she's like a little gymnast. So
yeah, she does. She looks like
yes.
like compact and strong.
Yeah, and cute.
Cute. Oh my God, I'm from San Francisco.
Oh my God, so
I'm from San Francisco.
I'm from San Francisco.
I'm from San Francisco.
Hi, I'm Marcus Guerra from San Francisco. Love it. Loved it.
But then it kind of made sense later, and she, I guess, was feeling a lot of pressure to like
be the San Francisco
represent
queen.
San Francisco and et cetera,
I'm trying to think
right?
of what San Francisco queens they're
not about fashion at all. Remember?
In San Francisco, like, the look is not that important.
I mean, it's not really about the fashion in San Francisco. It's about the caftans.
Am I really Japanese? Who knows? Is it cultural appropriation? We'll find out. Stay tuned.
We'll find out. Oh, and then she sees the lipstick message from the queens. Oh, because we had a very brief, boring...
Right, of like, oh, ha, girl.
We're all safe.
Yeah.
Rue mail. Write them a message. And then it was, we'd already done had ours is. Which was silly and fun.
It was cute.
I feel like the producers told them to write that.
Probably. She sees the message and is like, oh God, what's that mean? Oh my God, there are people here. There's like already shit.
Oh, right. I was wondering if they were going to have to like clear everything out and put it back. Because like, I don't know. I think it's unfair. They get to have first pick of station.
I guess, sure.
Closet room and etc.
The luck of the draw.
But then next into the workroom, Dahlia Sin, who, I mean, I like her.
I like her a lot.
I'm excited to have a bitch.
Sure.
I love that she's like, I'm not a bitch, except when I'm a bitch.
And I'm here to take your man.
I love to read people to death. I'm like, okay, great.
But she comes in this this was successful 90s bleached jean, corseted fashion jean look.
At first I was like, well, and then I was like, no, I like this.
There was enough details, it fit well, like the blonde sort of crimped hair went well with it, like it was a head to toe.
Yes, she really got the style and the look together. It was like, oh, there's a concept and you nailed it. She seems really fun. I don't know, it's kind of giving me, I mean, obviously she's Aja's drag daughter.
Right.
Or in the house of Aja or whatever. It kind of is reminding me of Aja in her first season.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, you're fun and maybe a little crazy and you have a lot going, but I'm not sure.
I think you're gonna go home soon.
Oh my God, he's like Nostradamus.
So the next up is just Jan.
Just Jan.
Oh, you mean like, cause Jan,
Jan, right?
It's just Jan.
Just Jan.
Yeah.
Just Jan.
I love that they bleeped out.
Did they bleep it?
Yes, you didn't catch that?
Well,
because Robyn says JanSport and they bleeped the sport.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, I guess I just heard it. Like, it was, because it wasn't like a really loud, was it?
Jan, right?
It was like a censored.
Oh my God, that's
beat.
so funny.
I
love that Rocket was just like, oh, like JanSport?
Wait, aren't you JanSport?
All the rules right now.
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
No, just Jan.
Just Jan.
Just Jan. Just Jan.
Oh, maybe it would still not count. I was like, it could be like Jan's Port.
I think that is the double entendre.
Sure.
If you will.
Sure.
It's Jan's port.
Right.
But
if you broke it up in that way, would you still be mad about it?
I don't know.
Great.
But you know what? I don't mind just Jan.
So Jan comes out. I'm really enjoying her.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Yes.
This purple sequined like Letterman jacket with like a dress underneath. She's very like high school cheerleader. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, it would have been kind of fun. I don't know why I just thought of this, but like, you know, in Aja and the Queen, it's just what it's called. Not anymore, I guess.
Maybe they'll release a second season called
Aja
Aja
and the Queen.
They'll greenlight that one. Get rid of the kid. Bring in Aja. 15 years later, Rue looks the same, but Aja's like, hey, I grew up.
I love it. No, but anyway, you know this stupid Jane Krakowski one with the weird husband's necklace?
Oh.
For some reason, I feel like Jan could be Jane Krakowski's, like, child. And then it's like, oh, and here I am, this fabulous drag queen / cheerleader.
School spirit.
Yeah.
She
Jan
seems
sport.
to have
I mean,
school spirit.
yeah.
Should her name be It's Very Good Jan?
I mean,
Too much?
I love that. But, yes.
Okay, great.
It's very good jam.
What's very good jam?
Because it is very good jam. Sure, Jam. What's his name, Jam?
What's his name, Jam?
What's his name, Jam?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Here for you.
Yeah. Only when she's in the top, though.
It's very good jam.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, it's sure Jam. I did just have a fun idea, though. Like, thinking about, like, school spirit and, like, Jan sport, etc.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, what if you did something with, like, Lisa Frank, but it was, like, Frank Lisa? Like, what if it was a drag king, a drag...
drag king.
Right? And it was Frank Lisa, but it was,
Love
like,
that.
all, like, Lisa Frankie...
Yeah.
Like, real play with it all.
Unicorn technicolor.
Yeah.
Love that.
Right? Be fun. Or something in that, like, Lisa... Flank? Lisa... Spank? Lisa Spank, maybe?
Not mad at it.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like a Lisa Frank, but sexy.
I enjoy that quite a bit. Yeah.
Cool. Good. Anyway.
Next in Jada Essence Hall.
Yeah.
Who seems fab.
Fabulous.
I love that she talks about how she was so into fashion and she didn't know how she was gonna like have an outlet for it. And then finding drag was like, I can do anything I want. And it's so true. Like you can, any sort of crazy silhouette you can imagine. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
And for the most part, I've really liked her looks.
Oh yeah, they always seem very well tailored and polished. I don't love all of them yet.
Not necessarily,
But
but
I love
they're
this
all
walk-in.
Oh my god, yes.
Turquoise, lacy, shoulders. The story was
The
shoulders.
shoulders. She does love to show off the shoulders, and I don't blame her.
No. Fallen poofed sleeves and the wrapped hair. It was good.
It was good. She looked great. I was like, okay, bitch. And she just seems really poised and professional and like... Well...
In certain...
Yeah.
You saw that I had offered advice several times. I even said, like,
You said
hey, is anybody
simplify,
listening to me?
but then you said let's do
I
this.
said simplify and I offered advice.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Professional in her appearance.
Yes.
Maybe not necessarily in the choreography.
Her interaction with others.
We'll see how that goes. I think that was a lot of like
nerves. First
we've been
episode,
thrown into the
this
deep
is-
end.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Yes.
I get it. We'll talk about it as briefly as possible because again,
The
like
show
last
spent
week.
enough time. It's fine.
Oh, but yeah. So the next is Aiden Zane. She has this kind of like creepy Betty Boop going on.
It's very like she's painted for a silent movie, but a horror movie.
Like a little bit.
Horror glamour movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's good, it's weird.
It's-
She seems like that real cool, weird, artsy loner in high school that I definitely would have been friends with, you know. Oh my god, Aiden is so creative.
Yes.
Just code for lots of things.
Sure.
He's so creative. But yes, she comes in with this glued down, I mean, this really naped in hair. Is that the right word?
I think.
Clipped. She has like a creepy Victorian doll vibe.
It does, well, especially this outfit. There was just something about it where it's like...
She's got like a latex black bodysuit on,
Yeah.
but then this sort of Chinese-inspired like red and gold wrap coat.
Yes.
And I liked it. She seems like thrifty, thrift store. I'm gonna make what I can out of what I got.
Yeah.
And be really creative about
Yeah,
it.
this was serving me real 1920s, maybe a little Grauman's Chinese premiere.
Almost like anti-mame.
Yeah, there's like something that, it was a lot going on and I couldn't quite pinpoint anything, but I was like, there's references here that are working in a weird, strange way.
Yeah. Like I said, last episode, here for the weird.
Yeah, of course. There you go.
The judges don't seem to be, and
No.
I'm upset by it.
Yeah, we'll
Get
see.
into it. Get
We'll
into
see.
it.
I'm excited to see Aiden Zane and
Crystal?
yeah, see like what becomes of that interaction, and I hope it's good. But like, we'll see. I don't know. Get the kooky going, like.
Oh yeah, KookySpooky?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like into KookySpooky, by the way.
sure.
Like, as a category.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Like, that's like, you know, oh, fashion queen, comedy queen, whatever. KookySpooky. Love it.
That would be Sharon Needles for sure.
A lot of people.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
It should also be like a category of blockbuster.
Sure.
It's not horror. It's KookySpooky. Look, in my mind, blockbuster still exists. I wish it did. Walking through those endless possibilities, but like not infinite like Netflix, where you can't decide. Just like, ooh, and which one should I try this week? So anyway, Roommale comes up.
Yes.
And you know what's weird?
What?
What I noticed this time. How many episodes of Drag Race have we watched? 10,000? Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
800 seasons?
Yeah.
The cartoon, when it comes up and it's like, ooh, Roommale, it looks like she's wearing a stethoscope.
Oh.
Because of the way that the jumpsuit is cut out.
I haven't noticed.
I literally never noticed until last night. I was like, and now I can't unsee it.
Oh no.
It's a stethoscope.
Oh, weird.
Dr. Ru.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love that.
Why have we not had that? I mean, we don't need like actually that because like Ru doesn't
like,
have
I'm not
psychology. But like
I'm not.
in a skit.
Honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
Yeah. Like,
oh, next up, Dr. Ru.
Oh my god. Or also just like literal Dr. Ru, where it's like an ER.
Oh,
like
sure.
Grey's Anatomy skit of like one of these where it's like Gay's Anatomy and it's like Dr. Ru.
I went for like a Dr. Ruth. Like,
sure. Oh, talking
Dr.
about sex
Ru.
advice?
Yeah.
Love that. Have you watched the Dr. Ruth the documentary?
Not yet.
Oh my god, it's good. She's great.
So anyway.
Yeah.
This white
floral
suit with the chartreuse do-rag.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
Chartreuse do-rag?
It's a little hard to say.
A little bit.
Chartreuse is sort of hard for me to say. It doesn't want to come out of my
No,
mouth.
because it's like a rouge. There's a lot going on. Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Yeah.
With the big white hat. I mean, it was wacky.
It was, this was a lot. But I mean,
I
didn't
enjoyed
do
that she's like, this season the theme is do-rags.
Right?
And hats. I'm
Yeah,
like,
do-rags and hats. Yeah.
All right.
So Ru comes in and announces that they have to do essentially the same exact thing as the first half of the premiere. They have to do a fashion show, fall and spring.
We talked about, I think what they should have done, I'm not mad at the two premieres thing, because we do get to know each of them individually, but I think air it in one night.
I would have preferred
a
2 hour, 1 part, 2 part, where it's just like, here's the first half, now here's the second half.
Yeah.
Now next week they're all together.
Yeah.
I'm just like ready for all of them to be together.
Yeah, I do, like, I like
and have the same judge.
Yeah.
Like, great. Here's Nicki Minaj. You guys rap to I'm That Bitch. You guys rap to She's That Hoe. I don't know, whatever the other song is. You get 2 songs. Nicki Minaj
dick.
can rap twice. He's That Dick. I'm That Bitch. He's That Dick. Don't hate it.
But
that doesn't tell you about me. Like, it has to be about,
sure.
Here, this is who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
They could both rap to I'm That Bitch.
They could do I'm That Bitch and I'm a Production. Featuring Monique Hart. Love it.
Always featuring Monique Hart.
Always. So quick commercial break and we will be back with the fashion show. Like the fashion show was exactly the same.
Right.
At least even do summer and winter or something. You know, it's like the same idea but slightly different. I don't know. It didn't really matter.
Again, the mini challenge didn't matter. No one won.
Well,
I guess they use it in their final judging-ish, but then again, no one went home.
But also, did they? Because we'll talk about it. We will talk about it.
Briefly.
Well, sure.
And this week, the judges panel for the runway was crowded.
Yes, it was. There was like, because last week it was Raven, and then...
Raven, Carson, Michelle.
Yep.
And then Kim and Kanye were sort of...
Off in the corner. And this week, so Mayhem's back.
Mayhem's back is not on RealTulle. Loved this.
Yeah.
But like, I would have liked...
Interaction?
Some things to be said, I
Sure.
guess. Someone to say something that's not Ross.
How are you gonna wear somebody else?
Shut up, Ross. Sorry, it was just a reflex.
Basically
is what I'm asking for. But we get not on RealTulle. Sonique as not Karl Lagerfeld.
Kimchi as Anasui, not Anasui.
Yeah, that's not Anasui. All of her looks.
I mean, I guess this was just supposed to be like...
I think basically just Zaldi put over the edge.
Particularly
since he didn't say anything and seemingly was not a judge and had nothing to do with anything and happened to be there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused by.
Yes. That was the confusing bit. Because it wasn't a drag queen.
It was just him being him.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Right. Like, sure, he's fashion and I get it, but like, why? He didn't add anything.
If he was a judge later, sure.
Sure. Right.
It was weird.
It was.
It was crowded. Is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Which made it even more like, who was this? Which look was that? Oh my god. But anyway.
Yeah.
First out of the gate, I'm loving her so much.
Yeah.
In this Harajuku, anime, fantasy.
That she drew herself.
She drew the cape, I think is what she said.
Yes.
The character on
Which
the
I
cape.
really loved. I was like, yeah, I like this. And then when she swooped it around, and I was like, oh, yes.
Well, and this cotton candy poof ball
Oh my
wig.
God. With the little,
this updo.
Updo.
Really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Her fall look, I also really enjoyed. This koi pond.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was really good. I thought the fabric did seem a bit bulky and stiff.
Yes.
And then she was like, it's felt. And I was like, oh, didn't ruin it.
It didn't ruin it. I think maybe if she'd mixed media and done felt fish, because I loved the texture of like how they were mounded, I guess. You know, it was
they had 3D effect.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe felt fish on a fabric that was a little bit more flattering to the body.
That's what she said, wasn't it? I'm feeling very fish.
For my fall look, I'm feeling very fish.
Well, and again with this mask, the shape is giving me very much Kato from Green Hornet. This was sort of like, and this week, Kato goes undercover as drag queen in Saloon or something. Like, I don't even know what
drag queen in Saloon.
Right?
A little bit.
I was like,
but it was like,
something about the
mask.
cheekiness of, and then once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I was just like, wait, where's this though?
Yeah. I mean, I like her makeup. I wouldn't say unique.
But it's sort of, you know, some amalgamation of Trixie and Kimchi in my mind. You know, like it's similar to those. I would like to see her do something else.
And I'm sure we will.
At some point, but
I hope.
Whenever it's on the runway, if this is her statement, loving it. I would say it was a little weird during the performance just because it was supposed to be Chicago, but then her lyrics referenced it specifically and I was like, I'm okay with it.
So much white liner it masked my inability to establish a deep personal connection.
So the next was Dahlia Sin, and I liked both of these. I definitely preferred her fall look. Lots of like kind of cutout looks this week with like her fur look, and then Jada had lots of cutouts the whole episode, and I don't know, it's like an interesting theme that I've been seeing.
I think it's sort of a way to show skin without showing skin.
Right.
Because you have pads. And,
a nude illusion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know why, I'm just more obsessed with the fall one, so that's why my brain keeps going to this, like, fur, like, bands of fur, and then the
spring
wrap.
one,
Yeah,
we'll get past it, but the spring one, this chartreuse, off the shoulder, feathered top, it looked like she was gonna go dance, you know, like, have a little moment. Like, remember that Vanessa Williams movie, Dance With Me?
Nope.
It looked like someone would be wearing it in that.
Love it.
I'm gonna go do a cha-cha.
I liked this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the orange hair. It was dramatic and simple.
Yes.
I feel like she had gold shoes, and I was like, I don't know if this was it.
And then the fur.
Oh my god, this fall look. Oh my god, this Sonia Henney Sun Valley 1940s bitch. I own everything.
Yes.
I was like, you do.
Oh, whatever happened to that Sonia Henney biopic?
It's probably out somewhere.
You think? I don't know whatever happened to it.
So good.
It
what
was.
It called? Swan song? White Swan. Sonia Henney. Swan. Sonia Swan.
I don't know. We'll put the poster here.
Oh no, what was it called? White Swan? I fucking love this. With these ringleted, I love when she took off the hood in the workroom.
Oh my god.
Just separate ringlets, like little baby.
Yeah. It's good.
Really got me. So the next was Jan. Just Jan. This was great.
It was great.
Oh.
This was very good, Jan?
This was very good, Jan. I loved this. This spring look was so good with this 3D floral miniskirt and then this like see-through corseted with the poof sleeves. It was like simultaneously Marie Antoinette, but also like ballerina fashion, like with the lace-up shoes and the wig was interesting. I was into this.
I was into it too.
I was like very into this.
Yeah, I really liked it. The skirt was really reminding me of like the Chihuly glass flowers.
Yes.
It looked like that.
Oh, and she had a matching choker.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah.
This was the perfect balance for me between a historical reference and fashion.
You know who I really want Jan to be on Snatch Game?
Who?
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh boy.
As Cher Horowitz, obviously. Because like that's kind of the vibe that she's giving me is like 90s Valley high school girl.
Yeah.
This actually was an outfit that could be in Clueless.
But Ambular would wear it.
Say Ambular, was that you wearing Jan's outfit?
It could also be interpreted as high on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lady yodelay hee hoo.
She was like, it's a little bit of yodelay hee hoo, and I was like, oh my god, what's happened? We've like infiltrated.
Her yodel was as bad as yours.
Yodelady.
You're the lady in the closet. Hee hoo. Yeah. That's a good drag. Who knew?
Is a drag name Yoda Lady He Who? Is it too much?
That's exactly what we said. What is happening? What is happening?
Oh my God, he's like Nostradamus.
Really keyed into the universe somehow.
It's weird.
It's very weird. Very weird.
And then later on, does anyone, I mean, obviously, like, sure, everyone quotes Company and the Elaine Stritch all the time. Like, you know, does anyone still wear a hat? But still, it was weird that it came up immediately after we talked about it. Weird.
Does anyone still wear a hat?
Does anybody still wear a hat?
Well, and then her fall.
I really liked this too. It was this like putrid green
crocodile,
faux crocodile,
alligator. I don't know what the difference
is. That was very like 90s Matrix, almost Blade, Trinity. Like
sure, it was
I'm
very
at a club with the glasses. Oh, and the updo. It was like Parker Posey would wear this.
Sure.
In like Josie and the Pussycats or something.
Poison Ivy.
But like
fashion.
Poison Ivy's cousin Skipper, you know? Because I think if she had worn the red wig with this, mistake.
No.
You know, it would have put
it was too much. Maybe even like a Bond villain.
Ooh.
You know, like I could see that.
Yeah, it's like Famke Jensen and
it's also
Goldeneye.
like Cruella de Vil, but with alligators. I don't know.
There was so many things, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So then next is Jada, and I liked both of her looks, but more her fall look.
Yes.
The boob cutout on the spring look.
It just made her tits look saggy.
A little bit. It was like a long. It was like the real long.
Simultaneously, obviously, like full and perky because it's a breastplate, but low.
Yes. Yes. The lowness was weird, where it was like, ooh, okay.
This like floral band-aid dress cut out
with all these cutouts,
all these intricate. I know that's very difficult to do. Like,
yeah,
it fit her body like a glove and everything,
yes.
and she looked very beautiful.
Yes,
but I wasn't as excited about this as others. Like, I was like, oh, that looks nice. But I wasn't like, and it's this, and it's that, and it's this, and oh my God.
Sure. But then the fall look, I thought was more successful.
It's very, I owned 51% of this record company in the 70s. It was like a beret, and it was like a fur jacket, and a quilted jacket, and the like mauve pants, and the whole thing. I think it was so complicated that because it was all one color, it helped.
Yes.
If it had been,
I
it would
agree.
have been like, oh no,
it's too much going on. But because it was like all this kind of mauve lavender or whatever, yeah it worked. So.
She's always put together.
Yes,
she
exactly.
never looks, her hair is never out of place.
No.
Next was Aiden Zane.
Shut up, Ross. Sorry, it was just a reflex.
And I mean, both of these were real wacky.
They were.
But fun.
They were.
She comes out, looks like a little garden gnome. You know.
It was a little rain jacket kind of.
Yeah, the little bits.
They're all around a little bit.
She's like a little sprout.
Yeah.
You know, water droplets and the rain boots
and
everything. It was very cute.
It was very cute. I didn't think the fit was great on the dress. It looked a little like, you could have made that look more expensive.
Sure.
That's all I would have said.
She says, like, oh, I'm not a I mean, not that that's an excuse, but, like, she says I'm not a seamstress, but I do like to, like, craft with what I can.
Sure.
Which was very evident in her next look, which looks like she just raided Grandma's house.
I mean, a little bit.
I got her tea cozies as leg warmers,
Love
and
that.
I stole her couch for a cape, but it was just very that.
Yes.
I found this yellow bowler in her attic,
Sure.
and here I go, and I only found 3 buttons because I couldn't find the 4th one. What the fuck was that? It's very
Yeah, she went for, like, the double-breasted, but only
3.
Double 1.5 breasted.
Bothered me.
It's like
just do 2.
It's like
Christmas prince. It was just weird. You gotta have the right. It was weird. Maybe she was telling me a tale.
Maybe it just fell off.
Maybe it just fell
like
off.
in not enough time to do anything about it, you know.
Okay, we'll give it to her.
So Ru comes and tells them, oh, you have to do a Fosse challenge. Everyone has to write a verse.
To You Don't Nomi.
Right.
And I was like, you don't know
me? N-O-M-I? Know me Malone? But yeah, no, it wasn't. It was just You Don't Know Me. But it also wasn't like You Don't Own Me.
I kept thinking they were going to do a You Don't Own Me.
Like a First Wives Club?
Yeah.
It'd be great. But no, that wasn't what they did. It was Chicago themed.
Well, it was Bob Fosse themed, but everyone who's basic only knows Chicago.
Well, sure, but no, but like the song itself was like a real like
pop 60
exactly. So it was Chicago themed.
Sure.
I think that's also why they were all talking about Chicago.
A lot.
Because I think it must have
You
said.
mean Bob Fosse, the main character in Chicago?
Oh no.
Oh boy. Who's Fosse?
She, he, is she, he, she. Girl, Fosse is the main character of Chicago, on Chicago.
Oh boy. Okay, let's just get it out of the way. This is the real elephant of the episode.
Rude.
That is rude.
I'm super excited because I love Fosse.
Oh, this broke my heart a little bit.
Yep.
It made me real sad.
She and he. Is she, he, she.
I love her. I mean him.
Him.
I mean, oh my God. She pulled a full share.
She did.
You like Billie Holiday?
I love him.
Right.
Love him.
Oh my God, Billy.
Billie Holiday.
I don't know why I said Billy McIntyre.
I think you were going for Madison.
Billy, oh, maybe that's what happened.
Went down.
My brain just was like, blurp.
Billy Mack.
I was like, that's not right.
Billy Mack? Isn't that Bill Nye's
in Love
character in Love Actually?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to the bottom of it.
Okay.
We got to the bottom of it. Fussy.
Madonna.
Michael Kidd, Madonna. And Twyla. I mean, if you don't know Bob Fosse just from that.
Fosse, you do Martha Graham, or Twyla, or Michael Kidd.
Like, at least from that.
Sure.
At least.
Sure.
At least.
Sure.
But anyway, yes, Daliosin.
No, here's a question.
Yeah.
What do you...
What?
Yeah, that really came out.
What?
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. Hey, did you hook up with Whoopi Goldberg on the show?
All the time.
What do you think of first when you hear Bob Fosse?
All that jazz.
I go to cabaret.
Right. I think of hats. I think of...
Well, sure. I mean, all that jazz is probably the most
Fosse.
Right? Yeah.
It's not as well known, but it is Fosse 211.
I'm just thinking about when we did the flamingos.
Oh, right. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, now if they had done a Sweet Charity reference.
Oh yeah.
I think Sweet Charity? I think still has the longest consecutive musical number in a movie.
It's insane.
It's like 12 minutes long. Something insane.
Insane.
It's Sweet Charity is unsuccessful as a whole, but there are moments of pure joy and amazing.
And iconicness, iconography. Iconography. I don't know. Whatever. Words.
Shirley MacLaine. Damn Yankees they could have done.
Is that Fosse?
He
choreographed
it. He didn't direct it.
I don't know why I said that weirdly.
Choreographed it. Well, and Gwen Verdon was the original Lola.
Right.
And she was Lola in the movie.
Whatever Lola wants. Lola gets. Little man. So good. Anyway, we just went off on a musical. I mean, there's just so much.
Honestly, though. Oh my God, wouldn't it be great if... Can't stop talking about Bob Fosse. If, because he was bald and that's why he did all the hats.
No.
He was gradually balding as time went on.
Yeah.
So all the low hats, everyone's like, oh, he was such a genius. And I think in an interview he was like, it was because I was balding.
Yeah.
It was like a...
It's like the inside joke of any Grindr profile when there's a hat, it's because they're balding.
Oh, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought you were going to be it's like the inside joke, how Rosebud and Citizen Kane is marrying Davy's pussy. So anyway...
What does that have to do with anything, bitch?
That's not what you were thinking.
We were talking about hats and balding, but okay.
But inside joke of...
Film? Sure.
Anyway... Wouldn't it have been great? And Aiden Zane, I guess, kind of did this, but not intentionally. If you had a bowler on, and then to reveal this receding hairline silliness.
Sure, you'd have to really know Fosse then, and half of these queens didn't.
But anyway, holy crap! Fosse.
Yeah.
Walk and block. Blocking and walking.
It's really just walking and blocking. If you're used to doing that, then it's walking and blocking. But if you are not used to walking and blocking, baby.
Walking, blocking.
Then walking and blocking. But the thing that I'm saying is if we walked and blocked when we had time to walk and block, then people would have had time to learn where we were walking and blocking.
Walk, block, Fosse. Okay, so anyway, that was the choreography. I mean, honestly, though.
I mean, we have to talk about it because it was this whole conversation of roundtable of oh, well, who has choreography experience?
Well,
much last week.
Who knows who Bob Fosse is, first of all?
And then a brief explanation of it's repetitive movements.
I feel like this is a really weird. Okay, we just have to talk about Fosse. Okay, so a Nicki Minaj rap is so desperately different from a Bob Fosse musical number.
Yes.
That I feel like it's unfair.
It is.
And in both directions.
Yes.
Some queens would be much more comfortable with either of the categories. You know what I mean? It just seems so bizarre. You should be able to do any of them because you're going to be an America's Next Drag Superstar, but it just seems so different. And weird that it's like, okay, you're going to sing this rap song in front of Nicki Minaj, but then you're going to do this Fosse musical number in front of Robyn and Thandie Newton. Okay.
We don't have to compare them, and I think that's part of the nice thing is that it's like, well, you know, there's no like, oh, well, they should have been in the bottom, or they, you know, like, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Both episodes were inconsequential.
Essentially, yes.
So, whatever, but, like, yes, it is weird, particularly, like, when we talk about the verses, which we will, they were so long and slow that you could really hear everything that they were saying, and, like, it was easy, whereas in the raps, it was like, oh, well, it was quick,
and there was one more of them, too, which I think made a difference.
Yes. But so it was like, oh, that was real fast. I don't know exactly what you said, but that was fun. But also there was more energy in that then.
Yes.
So it's a weird mixed bag anyway.
Mixed bag. So the choreography.
Yeah, so Rockham, it was chosen. She starts off real strong. She's like, okay, look, we got this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. I have a plan.
I'm the leader.
We're going to go into one of these things and blah, blah, blah. And then basically everyone's like, that's too much. I don't know how to do this.
And then it just...
And then it falls apart.
Dissolves, and they're infighting, and...
Yeah, oh my God.
Insecurities are coming out, and there's just like a lot of...
Yeah, well, it really just kind of breaks down into Sherry and Jada arguing. Just arguing.
Which really brought the whole mood down.
Yes.
Like, Aiden gets really upset. Rockham is, like, fully triggered, and we'll talk about it. But, like, it's complete... Like, her attitude from then on was so incredibly different.
Yeah.
And it was just like, ugh.
Yeah, which was a real big bummer.
Yeah.
And it was also just so stupid because Jada was like, oh, well, I'm going to spend minutes and minutes talking about how much time we've wasted. And I'm like, but girl, you're just wasting more time.
I was right. I needed to talk about the minutes that we've wasted.
I think there was a lot of pressure.
It was a lot going on.
Yeah. So then the next day they're putting their makeup on.
Right.
And Rockham starts talking about how it was really like upsetting for her because this really tragic story about her and her mom and how her mom blamed her for her meth addiction.
Yeah.
Which is just like
so awful.
So awful and sad. And this was really, like, I thought everyone was really nice and, like, coalesced.
Because of you kids, I'm doing drugs, and I didn't realize until yesterday that I have these triggers when I feel responsible for other people.
And she obviously was caught off guard by how triggered she was.
Yes, she didn't process it in her own brain, and I think that's really cathartic to sometimes just accept it and understand.
And be like, look, I just have to express this. And be like, this happened, I'm upset, you know, blah.
Yeah, and I learned something too, something I never knew.
Yeah.
And it's time to leave the woods. Now.
Children, listen.
If you could give me a Sondheim challenge.
Ooh, shit. If he wasn't like a recluse.
Yeah, he's also like 98 years old or something.
It would be a disaster, but though.
I mean, there would be...
You have to be so... perfectly like
clever.
Well, clever, but like you couldn't write like that would be a disaster. But if they wrote them a Sondheim musical, it would still be a disaster.
Oh yeah,
because you have to be so incredibly pitch perfect, spot on, or else you fuck everything else up.
Yeah. I don't trust them to do that.
No, it's not allowed.
So quick commercial break, and we're back with the runway. Category is Tool.
What if you just like dress like a douchebag? Right? Just like
real Tool.
Real Tool. I like that. Come out like taking like a selfie stick, like find all like the most annoying things.
Right, you're like a real Tool.
Real Tool.
I mean,
more interesting than what some people did. That's all I'll say.
Sure.
That's all I'll say.
So Ru walks out in this like
of this palm tree in the wind.
Yeah, it was, it kind of reminded me actually of Shelley Long in True Beverly Hills. Isn't there like she has like a kind of, not corrugated, what do you call that? Where it's like, bent.
The Van Runkle?
Yeah.
Come on, Phyllis, what is this?
It's a Van Runkle. Isn't it fabulous?
Stunning. That didn't look like that.
Kind of.
This was like feathers, and it was like bright green.
Oh, this was feathers.
It's like a palm tree in the wind. It was like, honestly, though.
But it was also feathers. But yeah. Anyway, and I hated the belt. But it was fine. It was fine.
Legs.
Yes.
Happy that Ru got our message about the legs.
I know, right? Love it. She's like, oh, you want something different? Fine, bitch. Here's something different.
She found the note.
Yes.
And she listened. She took that note and ran with it.
Girl, find the note. Find the note.
Robyn is here with this fabulous little feathered arm around the back.
Oh, it was so good.
Love her.
Love her. Thandie Newton, love her. She
Look
seems
great.
like a real weirdo.
Yeah.
And I like it a
right?
lot.
And then Ross is there.
Shut up, Ross. Sorry, it was just a reflex. They had so many episodes in the past where it was Ross and Carson, and I was really clumping them together.
Right.
It's really Ross.
It's really Ross. Carson doesn't, like last week it was fine.
He doesn't
it didn't
say
bug
that
me.
much.
No.
When he does, his faces are still fun.
Yeah, he holds back enough. Ross is just constantly like,
Here's
I'm gonna
a
tell you,
story about
oh my
this
God.
one.
You know how it's like you're doing, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But I just.
If you have to explain your critique by being like, you know, when you go to the grocery store. No, you lost me already.
Yeah, I'm ready for him to be replaced for sure. Give me some more Graham Norton.
Ooh. Honestly, I'd take Santino at this point. I've said it before, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
At least he was a real asshole.
Yeah, you need someone to be the bad cop.
Yes.
You know, just
Yes.
to be like, well, no, I disagree, this was shit. It's poorly constructed, it's a mess, there's no clarity of you're like, someone to just be like, I'm sorry, but I gotta call it out.
Well,
like,
honestly, bring Michael Kors. We've said it before.
Oh my God.
We'll say it again.
Anyway.
Say it 1,000 more times.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I did love when she introduces Robyn. She says, don't fuck it up in Swedish.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Don't fuck it up, Ru.
Sabba inte det här nu.
Oh, excuse me, what does that mean?
Ru, it's just, don't fuck it up.
She really does give me a lot of Bjork vibes.
Yes.
When she's just like talking. Honestly, their music, very different.
Oh, yes, they both seem like so nice and just like bubbly and fun and
Yeah,
like
they're just like this. Like,
friendly and
yeah,
just like open
yeah,
and like,
yeah.
hi, how are you? You know, I don't know. They have a similar.
Swedes.
I have a different. Well, Bjork is Icelandic.
That is true. Scandinavians.
Is Iceland part of Scandinavia?
I think no.
So yes, the performance of You Don't Nomi.
Malone.
Malone. Why did someone make that joke?
I don't know. You don't know me, Malone. I don't know. It wouldn't fit, but like I would love it.
Maybe even just do.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been good.
Just.
You don't know me. I mean, almost Fosse-esque, but not. But like maybe you could make it Fosse-esque.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. I don't know. That wasn't in the song that they were given though either.
It was not.
So
it was not.
I would have liked more of like a Fosse melange, you know?
Yeah, there was just the song seemed very simple.
Yes.
There was basically just a little clicky track in the background.
Yeah.
This seemed in many ways a lot easier.
Sure.
I would say than like learning a very fast, intricate rap.
Yes.
In Zayn's, I really liked, but she was basically just talking.
Yes.
So it was just different.
Aiden Zane. Oh, that's me. A little bit insane. Maybe.
You know, what are you gonna do? We can stop comparing them now. I'm sorry. Okay, so Aiden Zane comes out first.
Yeah. And I really liked hers.
This had a very Danny Elfman, Tim Burton, like, ooh, I'm KookySpooky.
Crawling from the shadows and into Technicolor.
It was very Nightmare Before Christmas-y.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She told me a lot about her.
Yes.
In a fun, creepy way.
Cute and sick. And that's just the half of it.
Like she changed the tone of the song. Hers sounded different than everyone else's.
Yes, and also for me that helped with like the cell block tango-ness of it, where it was like, oh, each person has their own special thing. Next up, Dahlia Sin. Ooh.
I mean, I will say, I thoroughly enjoyed the beginning of this.
Yes. And then meanwhile, Jan is just diddling herself in the back.
the whole time in the background.
Yeah.
The whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time?
The whole time.
The whole time you would. The whole time.
I don't really remember what else she said because I was watching Jan.
It wasn't very
diddle
good.
herself.
This was what was interesting to me because later on, Michelle's critique is that she seemed unconfident in her performance.
Yeah.
And in rewatching it, I realized part of the biggest problem was that her recording was real low energy.
Yeah.
I've won titles, sold out venues, took their money and their guys.
It was really just kind of monotonous and like blah, 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 blah,
She
blah,
seemed
blah,
bored.
blah. And the only fun part was the very end.
Well, and the very beginning.
You know, and the very beginning, yes. Ooh. Yeah. And And so I think she did herself a disservice in the recording.
Sure.
No one helped her be like, maybe let's do another take.
We didn't see that footage.
We have no idea.
We needed more footage of the choreography.
We have no idea who even recorded this.
No idea.
But whatever. But that was what I...
Secretly Lucian? They
No.
can't show him, and
No.
that's why we
Oh,
never see
imagine.
any of the recording anymore? A scandal.
No, because I don't think they're on talking terms.
No, I know.
And apparently, neither is Mike Ruiz. I just feel like so many burned bridges from this show.
And Matthew Anderson.
Yeah.
So next was Jada, who came out with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I really liked hers, actually. I thought it was well written. I thought she had good, it was flowy.
She had beauty and booty.
Yeah.
She had a lot of confidence and fun and personality. I liked her look. Like, it was all very good.
On the face and tons of booty.
Marsha! It's damn! She had so much energy. The only thing I would say is she definitely seemed like she was in a different tempoed song.
Yes.
Marsha, move over, sis. It's Jan. The girl next door plus so much more. There's no choice but to stand.
She was giving me cheer and this and that.
Because that's her personality.
I loved it, but it definitely felt like this song is much slower than the energy you're giving me.
Yes.
But it was so Jan.
Yes,
and
it
I was
was.
like, that's what you asked her to do, honestly. So just because she's not fitting into this Fosse box.
I don't think it mattered to me. Especially because Aiden Zane slowed hers down and it was kind of like a weird creepy vibe.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing, and that's why I think theirs were, for me, most successful.
Yeah.
Was they turned a pretty vanilla, bland into their own thing.
Yes.
And her scooting, scooping, working. I really liked it.
Well, and she obviously had the best voice. Like her note
Sure.
at the end, I feel like, maybe I forgot, but I feel like the judges didn't mention it.
I think they barely mentioned it.
And did I mention you'll be gagging when I start to say
It's something to mention.
Sure, yes.
And put her in the top 4.
Because
her looks were all fucking fabulous.
Well, they were, and she knew how to use her talents. And also, I thought her dance moves and choreography was some of the most impressive.
I'm mad because I feel like they're gaslighting us on Jan, and we'll get to it.
We will get to it, and we will see where this goes.
How it progresses.
Yes.
Maybe they'll give her a different edit now.
Oh, God. They'll cut out some of Michelle's nonsense?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, then next, I also really liked Rock'em, I'll be honest.
Yes!
The name's Rock'em Sakura, see? Back in San Francisco, I'm famous for a couple of things. Dipping down low, splitting like there's no tomorrow.
Her high kicks,
Oh my God,
and then you see, I'm coming from the 19, doing her old-timey voice, was into it.
It was a weird choice, but I didn't mind it.
She's weird.
She is, and she was doing a bit.
She told me everything I needed to
Yes.
know about Rock'em. She was like, I'm wearing so much white eyeliner to cover, so I can't have a deep, meaningful connection with people. And she farted, and she did the splits, and she did a shablam, and I was like, oh, I get it.
My dazzling 23 skidoo-doo. A high kick to a fart that can send a grown man back home to his mama.
And they were all like, that was kind of gross when you farted. I was like, let's all calm down.
I mean, I really, I think the only way to sum this up was...
Bathroom humor. It's comedy, people. Why does everything have to be so serious? I appreciate a good, crass video. There's a lot of people like me out there. And fart humor, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently she's matured beyond farts.
I guess. I mean, I don't really love a fart joke.
It's not my personal favorite joke.
But I actually appreciated this, where, the number 43, skidoo.
We did these 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, split, spread eagle.
The spread eagle. But this one, it's a fart. It was great.
It was silly. And it was also somewhat of a thing about her personality.
Yeah.
So... I appreciated it.
So yeah, I thought they were all very good.
I thought this was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Especially because I was expecting it to be a disaster.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, they turned that out. The choreography was a little bit of a mess where it was everyone was just kind of doing their own thing.
It's hard to just fake Fosse.
I mean,
yes. If you don't have the sharp, the
I just don't know why not give them a choreographer? For both of them, in all honesty, give them a real great,
Where's Travis Wall? Where's, Mark... Last name.
Kanamura. Yes. But I would have loved someone to give them real Fosse choreography and work them through it and be like, okay, well, you gotta learn the fucking blocking and you gotta block and walk and whatever the fuck.
Block, walking, walking, block, You know, like an outside choreographer can be like, oh, you suck. I'll give you easier things. Oh,
Yes.
you can do the fucking splits?
Yes,
Nailed
we
it.
will highlight this for you, and we'll give you something easier to make it look cohesive.
But, you know, drama.
And we're going to focus on this particular style. And, like, it would have been fun to then highlight the differences of, like, oh, well, this week 1 is rap. We're going to do, like, Nicki Minaj type choreography.
Right.
And this week is going to be Fosse. It's
And
not
Ranking
well-suited.
shows up, and she's the fucking choreographer because that bitch slays.
Yeah. There was no need to have them try and choreograph themselves except for they were being cheap.
Except for drama. And
Well,
cheapness.
But, like, the drama was stupid and I didn't like it.
But I think that's, like, we're the minority.
Comment and tell me if you enjoyed the drama in the 5 to 28 minutes of choreography that they showed us. Just saying. So, quick commercial break and we will be right back. So, category is Tulle. I know you didn't love it.
I didn't love
It was
it.
a sparkle. Tulle, I get it. They're like, you know.
I get it. I like when they're more specific.
We'll get
It's
there,
just
I'm
more
sure.
creative and fun.
I'm sure there will be things in this season that will be more specific.
Yeah.
What's Your Sign was a fun one.
That was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to say people, but really just one person.
One person
Got creative
took it there.
and went out of the box, and I did really like that.
Ooh, if someone came out like in a head-to-toe Ed Hardy catsuit,
Yep.
like a real
Ooh,
Tulle,
Yes. Love that. Love that.
right?
Yeah. But like, rhinestone Ed Hardy?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
But so first out is Aiden Zane, and I really liked this a
I really
lot.
like this a
Yeah, she
lot.
has this like chartreusey. It was more lime green than chartreuse, because chartreuse has that like yellow to it.
Yeah.
And this was like pure lime green, like
Yeah,
neon
yeah.
green.
This, for me, was the most successful shape with Tulle.
Yes.
It had like enough see-through that it gave for you a little body
Body
yaddy.
yaddy.
It was almost like NightGowndy,
Yes.
but still
NightGowndy. Oh my god. Yes.
gathered at the sleeves,
Uh-huh.
with like a little, you know, ruffle
The
on the
bottom,
bottom,
yeah.
and the high neck, and then
The wig.
really interesting face. Like if this dress
Yes.
with sort of a blah makeup job is, you know, less exciting. This purple like Nina West hair,
Yeah. And
this
the eyes I really liked.
snaky sorceress woman
Yeah.
who's gonna put a spell on you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, here for it. Yeah.
I didn't love her fashion runways as much. I thought they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
cute, but like not as successful, and I wouldn't necessarily put her at the top.
But with this included, the fact that she showed us both crafty bitch and oh bitch
True.
raised it for me. Would I have enjoyed potentially like a tiny little Tulle fascinator?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yes.
Next on the runway, Dahlia Sin in a piece of fabric that was belted.
It's a
I mean,
piece of
honestly
fabric.
though,
It's a piece of fabric.
it's just a piece of fabric.
Yeah, this was a lot of tulle that was bunched weirdly, and then there was a belt that did not
It
work
looked
well.
wrinkled. It looked just kind of smushed together.
The silhouette wasn't.
Tulle
very,
is hard.
It is hard.
But this was like, ooh.
I didn't think this hit the mark. She had like these big long patent leather red boots that.
Yeah.
I wish she'd had like a patent leather belt, maybe with like the buckles from the shoes to kind of tie it together. Maybe get a little more like S&M meets tulle.
Or put a harness on top.
Ooh, maybe?
Something.
Maybe. I don't mind the idea of like real bushy tulle. I know that sounds weird, but like, you know, like
Yeah.
foofy tulle, but then like with like a
Well, I like the
harness
idea of
with,
like
the tits.
a corseted harness tit
Yeah.
situation, and then a big poofy billowy Shakespeare sleeve.
Sure, love
Okay.
it.
And
yeah.
then some cigarette pants.
Yeah.
And high boots.
Ooh, and what if it was like real tight tulle bodice, like really tight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And like real structured.
So basically just a completely different outfit.
Completely different outfit. So the next was Jada, and I loved this. I thought she looked really beautiful.
Really beautiful.
This yellow, very structured tulle
Yes.
dress.
Sherbet cloud, you know,
Yeah.
fluffy.
Yes, ethereal. This big slit down the middle. It was kind of like,
It's more just open, because that was the skirt she tore off.
That's true.
It was kind of
but
just
it,
like-
but it went around, right?
Yeah.
That's a slit then. It's just
It
a
was
front
just like
slit.
it was like a wide slit.
It was her big opening.
It was her big opening. The color really worked, and it was beautiful, and she just looked effervescent.
She really looked gorgeous, I thought. I was like, yes, bitch, work. So, I mean, I got her being in the top for this.
Oh my god, so then next comes out, it's Very Good Jan.
It's Very Good Jan.
This construction tool belt. Oh boy, did I fucking love this. It was so tailored.
It really was, and I think that's what
She
made it work.
transformed the tool.
Yes, yes.
Very intelligently. She's got the like reflector vest. with a little peplum.
Yep.
And she's wearing orange tulle pants, but they're tied at the bottom and have a little genie pant thing going on.
Yep. And these orange heels with little sneaker bottom rubber.
Bottoms, construction cone earrings. The only thing I would change, she's holding like a plastic wrench. If she had had a stud finder instead, would I have lost my mind? Just like, dee-dee-dee.
Maybe if it especially was like really comically large stud finder.
Oh yeah, you'd have to like, have a way to, because they don't really look like anything.
No, they're like little BB boxes.
In particular, but oh god, that would have been so good.
That would be very silly.
And her Elsa hair.
Yeah.
I fucking loved this.
I thought this was great. It was so out of the box and so creative and smart. Oh, toolbox, tool kit.
Well, literally everything they ask for. Mm-hmm. That's why I was really genuinely confused by her critiques.
Yes.
You have a lot on your to-do list.
I do.
One thing at a time.
Yes.
Show us who you are.
Yes.
But don't try to do too much.
Yes.
Shut up, Ross. Sorry, it was just a reflex.
So then last was Rock of Sakura, and I really liked this.
I didn't love it, and I really liked it.
I really like this. It's this giant poof. She said, 900 or 1,000 acres.
1,000 acres of tulle.
But it was like this kind of sherbety rainbow.
Loofah.
Yes.
But unlike, was it Shangela that we compared to a loofah? Or a koosh ball?
Yeah, we're the big red koosh ball.
Unlike that, I thought it was successful in that she had this white corset that really popped.
Yep.
And so she had a waist, and when she raised her arms, you saw the shape.
Yes.
So it wasn't just a big ball of tulle.
I agree. And
it was right on the edge.
It was right on the edge. Ross was like, it swallowed you up. And Michelle was like, I disagree. She has body. And I agree with Michelle. The corset made all of the difference.
Yeah. Maybe, because the wig was blending into the tulle, maybe that didn't help.
Sure.
Or maybe it did. I can't decide.
I don't know. I really liked her makeup. Mm-hmm. The rainbow kind of accents and stuff I thought was really fun.
I did love her attempt at the Angelina Jolie leg.
Oh yeah.
No slit?
I don't know what exactly it was. It was just like a wide stance almost, more than a...
No, but she did a big
Well, she did move it, but then it wasn't like Angelina, because there was just the one leg for Angelina, where it's like turned out.
Yeah.
This was like and I'm gonna open, it was weird.
I liked it.
But it was fun.
We get to the judging. For me, Jan, I thought was so fun and sang, and her voice, and I liked all of her looks. I was surprised Jan was not in the top.
I was shocked, in all honesty.
Well, okay, so we'll talk about it. Sherry was in the top as well.
Yeah.
And it's hard to judge her because you don't know how much of it is tainted by what's come out in the news and what she's admitted to.
Right, right.
So it's hard to say, but
there's already like a bias, I guess.
There's already
some
a bias
sort of thing there.
her.
But honestly, for me, I didn't really care for any of her looks.
Not particularly.
The nude illusion was bad in the fashion runway.
Yeah.
And this cloud thing was a poor silhouette.
Yes.
And
the HasidicZorro was weird.
Oh, I didn't care for that.
Yeah.
So I just was like, well, I don't really see it. Whereas Jan's were like, I thought, nearly perfection.
Yes, and her verse was great.
It was great. She had so much energy and like she hit so many boxes that I was just very confused.
I think I would have put Jada and Jan in the top. Yeah. For sure.
And then I probably would have
put... For sure, Jan.
For sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
It's a weird headspace.
Yes.
It's weird. It's hard to judge.
Yes, because I don't know how much of my brain is being like,
But I genuinely thought Jan was robbed.
I agree.
And they gave her so much shit. They were like, oh, you seem overly prepared. You seem to want this too much. You seem to... And I'm like, what are we talking about? What's happening?
The only thing
You're too confident. You want to take over Rue's job. I'm just like, what's happened?
That's the point. That's the fucking point.
You're America's Next Drag Superstar.
I feel like, though, we've had this before. Maybe even with Evie?
Maybe. Oh, because she was just like, I know how to win.
Yeah.
Bitch, I won.
Yeah, I mean,
that was so good.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But yes, Jaden and Sherry are in the top, and they lip sync to Call Your Girlfriend.
Yes.
And Jaden was living every moment.
I could talk about this walk to the back, tear off this tulle skirt, short skirt, spin, high kick like a fucking crate, like
a rocket.
It was like the highest high kick. I mean, I think...
Into a split.
Into the splits. I lived.
Yes.
Lived.
But aside from that, because I love me a stunt.
Yes.
But aside from that, she also embodied the song. Was
Yes.
slow, was drawing me in, was funny.
Was making fun of Sherry. She's like, oh, you're going to be on the phone? Bitch, please get away from me, or whatever.
We're doing that?
Yeah. It's not her fault. Like, silly, cheeky, fun, playful things.
She checked every single box, and I loved it.
Yes.
She, like, halfway took us to church.
Yes, a little bit.
Because it wasn't the whole way through, but I was like, oh, bitch.
I was, like, really here for it, and I was excited. I was also saying in our viewing party that I would love to see her do a Tina Turner number.
Also, complete sidebar. Can Dita Ritz please be on the next All-Stars?
Yes! This will be an everlasting love for Dita Ritz, because
sometimes I just, like, think about that lip sync out of nowhere. Like, of literally, I will say this, of every lip sync of every season, that is the lip sync I think of.
It's so good.
I'll be like, oh, remember that? Yeah. Fuck. But I really want them to bring back queens like Dita who weren't all together, but had so much fucking potential.
Yes.
And were so fun. I want that. I don't want the stars.
I mean, I do also want Shea Coulee, like we said in our...
Oh, yes. And Jocelyn Fox. Where is Jocelyn?
Where is Jocelyn Fox?
Love that bitch.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
So anyway, that was a sidebar.
Wah, wah.
Sherry's lip sync, again, it's hard to say, but I genuinely thought it was building to something and it never went anywhere for me. She was like slowly kind of not taking us to church, like trying to, but it didn't work. And then the shaking thing was kind of fun. But
that was kind of fun.
That was kind of it.
I will say, and again, I don't know how much is all in here.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot of her trying too hard.
She's like an overeager theater kid.
Yes.
To the nines.
Yes. And so I feel like that would have gotten on my nerves no matter how I felt.
Regardless.
Exactly. But for me, it was clear in a way.
Jada was the winner. Jada wins.
Yep.
Like, it was no contest
It was
for
not.
me.
It was clear.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, bitch. You get that $5,000.
And I was like, ooh, Jada came to win.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did.
Everyone goes back. No one goes home. You're all safe.
It's time for you to meet the other queens.
Hated this. Hated that they had to blow
another look. Yeah. Oh, hey, queens from week 1, you now have to burn a 6th look for 2 seconds of screen time. I'm sure they'll have it next week, but like, so good.
Oh my God, Crystal's Frida Kahlo. I don't even know nonsense. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I also really liked Heidi in Closets.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, Slayana All Days.
Slayana All Days. Yodelay, he who? I thought Nikki looked great.
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of
There were a lot of really good looks.
Oh my God, and I love Nikki. So all the Tool walks in, and Nikki's just like,
same, camp, same. Next.
It's like, ooh, yeah.
Except for Jan. And then they all do a collective meh. That's right.
Right.
Meh.
Meow.
Yeah.
Has Parker Posey been a judge?
I don't think so, but she should be. Has Amy Poehler or Adams? I almost said Adams and I meant Poehler, but then also Amy Adams.
No, I don't think so.
Has Meryl Streep?
No.
But like, yes.
Meow.
Yeah.
I think she would have fun with it.
Meow.
I disagree.
I want her to, if she does.
She needs to teach them all how to pratfall.
No.
Learn that at Yale. You heard that story, right?
Yes. She needs to come be their coach, like Kathy Najimy style.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying.
Chicken, did you do your own makeup? Because you look a little like the Joker. It's scaring me a little bit.
That's the only way I'm okay with it.
And also teach them all how to pratfall.
Yes.
But also if they ever do this fashion show thing again, she should show up as... No, that wasn't a question. I mean, how great would that be?
Or why wasn't, like, Raven dressed like her or something?
Sure, yeah. I don't know why I can't think of her name.
Miranda?
Yes. Hillard? No, that's Mrs. Doubtfire. No, Miranda...
Miranda Hillard.
Miranda Hillard. That's how he says it, Pierce Brosnan.
Look, if there's a movie I know how to quote up and down, it's Mrs. Doubtfire.
It was a run-by routine. So good. Oh my God, I got so upset because there was like a poster going around. They're doing like a Broadway version of it. I don't know why they turned it into a Broadway
I'm okay.
I'm fully fine.
Can I just say this?
Uh-huh.
I don't need any more movies to be turned into Broadway plays. I'm cool.
I mean, that's been the way that it's happened for decades, since the beginning of film. Yes,
No, it's been musicals into movies.
No, it's been musicals into movies. It's been straight movies into musicals.
Just for the past 10 years.
That's not true. Drew Casper talked about it in our movie musicals class. It was the whole thing we talked about.
Okay.
And then, because one of our projects, we had to write a thing about turning a movie into a musical.
Okay.
And this was 10 fucking years ago.
I'm okay with them going from Philadelphia Story to High Society.
Sure.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm I don't need this 90s nostalgic comedy that I love to be turned into a cash grab. I'm cool.
I get it, but I think I think it's a whole loop-de-loop of them all.
It's all just I just want something new. Is basically what I'm saying.
Well, sure.
I want a new idea.
I fully get
That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. I wrote mine about Zoolander the musical.
Oh my god. Why hasn't that happened?
Right? I was yes.
To completely go back on everything I've said, why hasn't that happened though?
Thank you. I wrote an entire. I also. You go exactly. Come on, it already there.
I love already imagining the scrim in the background, just catching fire, and everyone, the silhouetted people behind the scrim just being like, ah!
Sure. So this week on Untucked, it was also pretty boring. In all honesty, we zoned out a few times.
A fair amount.
That's a good thing, girl. If they saw confidence, even if you weren't confident.
So yeah, this is just as boring.
And you know the
sorry.
I feel like I'm confident, but at the same time,
they were just talking about nonsense.
I really was honing in on their nails.
Yep.
On Jada's earrings. Yep. I was like, yes, bitch, what's this?
They looked like scarabs. I was just yeah.
Ooh, those cotton candy nails.
Yeah, I really
Tell me more. Oh, Aiden Zane with these different green nails. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my notes were pretty blah. It consisted of me saying, oh, Jan clapping. Yay! Yeah. Nails. Robyn! Exclamation point.
Robyn! I mean, she did. I thought Robyn's backstage was a lot better than Nikki's.
Well, I mean, Heidi came in hot.
She did.
And ruined the whole mood. Why do you hate my face? I have to go. But I loved it. It was the most entertaining thing about that entire Untucked.
It's true.
Oh, and from this week, Rockham's tulle dress mermaid extension onto the ottoman. Yeah. It was a real illusion. It was what happened?
It seemed like her body stretched and she was like a weird mermaid with a tulle tail. It was weird.
It really made me laugh.
Yeah.
But yes, when Robyn came back, she's a delight.
She is a delight.
Love her.
Yes, I just want that all over my body.
Yes.
Just a movement.
I did like that they mentioned, at least in this, that they had them burn 5 looks.
Yes, they were all like, Jesus, we had to do 5 looks.
They were like, oh my god, crazy. We really got to show off 5 looks, but internally they were like, fuck, do I have enough looks to make it to the end?
It's really kind of crazy.
But yeah, so then Robyn leaves and they talk some more nonsense and then it was over.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm really ready for Untucked to be fun.
I think next week it will be. I'm excited to see, there's going to be these cliques that have formed of oh, well, we're team 1.
We're week 1. We're week 2. Yeah.
And then it'll be interesting to see those break apart pretty quickly, I would guess.
Well, it seems like next week's challenge is at least somewhat teams.
Yes.
So I wonder if they're going to purposely
break them up.
I don't know.
I don't either. But then it'll be interesting to see what cliques form of all of them together and see all of the personalities blending. I'm excited. I'm very excited to have it be all 12 of them.
Oh, wait, how many is it actually?
13.
Okay, all 12 of them.
But it was really weird.
Then I was like, we don't need a baker's dozen, we just need 12. That was weird.
Oh my God, he's like Nostradamus.
It is a bummer, obviously, that all of this happened. It's terrible for the victims.
Terrible for the victims. I'm bummed for the other queens. It's going to taint the whole season forever,
yes.
Which is a bummer.
But it's fine. It's still going to be really fun, and all of the queens are great, and so I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah, and I think we'll take it week by week. But I'm so here for so many of these queens.
So many.
And I'm excited.
I loved week 1. I was like, ooh, this is really great. These queens are fun. And I didn't expect for me to really love so many of these queens from this week. I was having, I think, more fun with them this week than last week. But we'll see.
Yeah.
When you think about, it's a really great cast.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Cheers.
Cheers.